Hey, I'm Ariam.
And I'm Yodi.
And we're here to tell you that if you have tangled, matted, or dreadlocked hair,
Or hair filled with knots, matted balls, or tangled clumps, you don't have to cut your hair.
Don't give up on your hair.
No matter how many people tell you to.
Contact Tangled Hair Techs to get in touch with people that are passionate about fixing your hair.
They'll help you detangle and repair your hair no matter what problem you have.
Go visit tangledhairtechs.com for more information.
This hair has been matted for about 4 months. It's been braided, and the reason why we kind of really want to discuss these braids that are matted as well as these twists that are matted is because people tend to wear protective hairstyles for long periods of time, and they believe that you can't wear them for 6 weeks, you can't wear them for more than 4 weeks, you can't wear them for 2 weeks, 5 months. It's bad for the hair, etc., etc. But we want to demonstrate how, with these braids, that as you can see, the roots are matted. You can see underneath here, this build up right in there, underneath, right under there, all that build up that people are so scared of. But all the lovely new growth underneath, you see the new growth, but then you do see the buildup. That you can save all this hair with the buildup, get that out, but have all this lovely new growth at the roots without cutting the hair. But there are just certain ways to do it. You can wear a protective style for 3 months. You can wear it for 4 months. We have clients who wear it for 6 months. Longer than that, because of issues or because they're enjoying the hair and they don't want to take it out. But you don't have to lose. I just want to show you here all the build up underneath the roots, which people are, so much of it that you think, okay, my hair get damaged if I don't take it out before this. But some people, if their hair grows fast, within 2 months they can have this much new growth. This is 4 months worth of new growth. And you have a little buildup, and you can shampoo some of the buildup out, but for the most part, a lot of it you're not going to be able to get up under this braid right here. So our goal today is just to show you that you can remove these braids, twists, although they've been in for a long period of time, you can remove them. If you want to wear a protective style for more than 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, we just want to show you how to remove it safely, how to detangle through all this matted hair, because the roots are matted. They are matted a bit. You can see that right there, right under there. You can see that they are matted. However, you can still save all that hair. You can see that right there. And they have washed these braids. They've washed these twists. They've styled them. They've cared for them. And they were meant to be in for a long period of time so that the hair could grow out. I mean, what's the purpose of wearing a protective hairstyle if your hair doesn't grow out? That just kind of is a part of the process. You want your hair to grow out. Just to show you the build up there. All the build up of the roots and how we're going to save all of that. Okay, so we're going to do one real quick. We're going to demonstrate with you, not really quick, but we're going to demonstrate how to unravel a protective style that's been in for 4 or 5 months, if not longer, because you can wear them that long. It's just a matter of you taking care of your hair. But mind you, this client kept her hair shampooed. She oiled her scalp, sprayed it, and maintained it. So she did maintain a clean scalp during that time of 4 to 5 months that she had this protective scalp. But you see right under here, you see right up under here where you can see the buildup under here, all the buildup. That's where the hair will break if you're not mindful and careful. See, it's just oil buildup, shampoo, dust buildup. Okay, so what we're going to first do is before we start, okay, so what you do is whenever you have a protective hairstyle and you want to remove any type of protective hairstyle, especially that it's braided, these are twists, but braided at the root and then twisted down. If it's kinky twist, braids, if it's a sew and weave with the cornrows, you always want to make sure you put an oil-based cream detangler on the hair first to soften it. You never start. Remember, her hair has not been combed in over 4 months. You just can't unravel the braids or the twist and then start to comb the hair through. No, you've got to put something on it to soften it. We're using the takedown remover cream. So you put this on, and it makes the whole braid and extension slippery as well. So it makes it easy to unravel. Even though twists are pretty easy to unravel, you can just pretty much pop them loose even dry. But it just makes it faster and makes it a little bit easier when you're unraveling twists or the braids. Now hers is an extension. Her hair stops about right here. So really we can cut most of this extension out, but we just chose just to pop it apart and just start from the end and go all the way up for you to see. But mind you, like I said, we've soaked the cream. We're using the takedown remover cream. It's a cream detangler, oil-based cream detangler. So we're using that first, and we soak the hair so that it's gonna get soft. So by the time we get there, at least those roots would have started to soften up. They will be lubricated a bit. If the hair is really dry, because some people do shampoo their hair when they've got these protective hairstyles, but maybe they don't oil it enough so the hair is dry, or they don't put any kind of sprays, conditioning sprays on it, so the hair is just really dry, and that's okay. I mean, these things happen. We get busy in life, but the key is when you're removing the style, to lubricate the hair first before you remove any of the hair. If it's a sew and weave, cut the extensions out. But for this, you just want to unravel like we're doing here. And it'll make it so much easier. You'll be so happy with all the hair that you've saved. So here, we've gotten it out. We're going to get the extension out. The twist extension. As you can see, we've got that out. So you can see all her hair. Now, if you see at the root, you see the buildup? There's a lot of buildup there. There's a lot of buildup. What we did was we put the cream on. We put the cream on so it's already breaking apart. Just putting a little bit more, because once you get in, you can kind of put more. And it's all broken apart. Now the hair is soft. It's going to be shiny. It's going to be lubricated. So now when you shampoo, the hair won't get dry again and kind of static cling together and mat up, which happens a lot to a lot of people when they take out their sew and weave or protective hairstyle, braids, twists, or even dreadlock extensions. They shampoo, the hair is already dry, and the hair just kind of mats up together. But if you put this on, this cream in particular that we're using, the takedown remover cream, or put the cream on and then comb it through and make sure it's very soft, make sure the hair is oily and lubricated, then you won't lose the hair. This is all the hair that shed out of that. Now look at all the hair that she has. And this is all the little hair that came out. So you do have a bit of shedding, but compared to what she has, no hair loss, just the shit. Mind you, her hair has been combed in 4 months. So this is normal. For 4 months, it's okay. Some people have more hair shedding every day than they have in 4 months. So look at all the beautiful hair. It's thick. Her roots are thick. They're not matted. She can do the next style, shampoo, and do the next style she wants to do again. Now we're going to go on to the braids. Okay, now we're going to take loose a braid, and I want y'all to see the build up here at the root. Some flakes in there too, but that's normal. So it's really dry. Hers in particular is a little bit more dry than the twists were. So we're going to put this takedown cream again on the hair. And again, with braid extensions, you pretty much can just cut where the hair stops. Her hair stops about somewhere in here. So, but we're still going to soak the cream all throughout, because again, it's going to soften up the hair before you get there. Gives the cream a chance to kind of work in, especially these roots right here. They're really matted. And you can see the surrounding of the braids, how the build up, but she has a lot of new growth. Again, remember, it's been 5 months. Some people wear their braids for 4 months, 3 months, 6 months. Some people have worn their braids for 8 months, almost a year, because they're enjoying the style. So you can do that. It's okay to wear a protective style for a long period of time. If you do it the right way when removing it, then you won't break your hair, you won't damage it, and all the lovely new growth you have will still be there. Your hair won't break, especially if you're transitioning, as most people do, where they have relaxed hair still, within their hair where the roots are natural but the ends are relaxed. You definitely want to make sure you lubricate your hair and coat it really, really well before you take out the braids, because there'll be a battle between the natural hair and the relaxed hair that you're growing out. So, and that a lot of times when you do not make sure the hair is lubricated and coated, when you take out the protective style, then you shampoo, oh my gosh, it really, really just clumps together. You have matted knots and balls of relaxed hair ends, and then you have the roots of the natural hair that's matted. And oh, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And you can still use the takedown remover cream for that if you make that mistake. But we're just trying to show you how to prevent that from happening, and making the whole detangle process easy, and to be able to wear protective hairstyle for a long period of time. So as you can see, the cream is already working in. It's oil-based cream, so it's going to make the hair nice and shiny and slippery, so the extension can slip out. Okay, so we've got that out. Just going to lay that right there. So this is our hair. Our hair is fully natural though. So now, as you can see, because we put the cream on, it made it easy for all that buildup. You can even see, if you zoom in, get all that buildup. See, it's kind of like gook of oil, conditioner, sprays build up in there. Could be a little flaking, dry scalp, a lot of things, but the cream makes it easier to kind of break that up, because we got to break that up first. And then once we do that, make sure we put enough cream in there. Make sure that the hair is really, really soft, as it is. It's oil-based, so it's really going to make the hair good and slippery. And then it'll give it a coating before you shampoo. Now, her hair is quite thick, so we just want to make sure we go through very, very well. And you can see, now let's see how much hair shed out. So this is all the hair that shed out. She's had these braids in for almost 5 months, and this is all that has shed out of her hair. Now compare this to this. So it's not normal to have a lot of shedding. You don't need to have a whole bunch of hair shedding out. It doesn't make sense. It's not necessary. So you just got to do it the right way. Be mindful of what you're doing. A lot of hairdressers don't know. But yeah, this is all we've got out of this. So you can take out your protective style. You can wear it for a long period of time. You can have all your beautiful hair. If you're transitioning, you'll have all the great new growth at the roots, and the relaxed ends will be left. And now you can just go ahead and shampoo. So that's it. It's just a quick training to show you how to protect the hairstyle without it's been for a long period of time that you can wear. And here, look at all this lint. You see that build up? We'll just put the cream. We're using the takedown remover cream, so just put that on, soak it in. So to get through that, and all this new growth won't be damaged.
With God, all things are possible. Matthew 19:26.